I request our Rotractors to hand over the bouquets to the district team. Our Honorary Secretary to caller President Palni Loknathan and the Treasurer to caller the Chairperson Sahil Agarwal. Okay, they can cut.
AG to be called on stages.
AG. Ashwin.
AG to be called on stage.
AG Ashwini.
AG is Kavita Subramanian.
Okay. May I request the AG, Kavita Subramaniam, to join us on the dais, please? Request the President to call the meeting to order. Silent location.
As is customary with Midtown, we would want to start the meeting with a 1-minute silent invocation.
Thank you. May I invite our President Palni to address the August gathering.
A very hearty welcome to District Governor, the First Lady Susita, all the district officials, starting with our DGN Anil, IPDG Uday Bhaskara, our club secretary, district secretary Ashwini, Club Services Director Harini, Secretary General Rotarian Kumaraswamy, Rotarian Amar, and every Midtowner amongst this ornate audience. I want to keep the address very brief because we anyway have a presentation to follow that gives you an overview of all the projects that we have done. So, I want to start with what is the context of the Rotary year for me, and I hope that it may be pretty much the same for many of them. I'll start with a story that I read some time ago, and this is one of the few stories that I didn't bother to check whether it is an original story or a so-called made-up story, because the message was so profound. So this is about Air Commodore Vishal, who is involved in a combat mission with the military air force of the enemies. And while he's doing great service for the country, one of the missiles hit his aircraft and he has to eject out of the aircraft. He lands safe within the country's borders. He becomes a national hero. Accolades and recognitions are given to him. And a few years later, after these things are forgotten, he is having a lovely evening with his family in a restaurant. And somebody comes up to him and asks him, "Sir, are you Air Commodore Vishal?" And this guy asks, "How do you know?" "Sir, you are one of those fighter pilots who ejected out of the fighter plane safely and landed. Are you right?" He says, "Yes, how do you know about it?" And the person who's talking very politely introduces himself as, "Sir, I packed your parachutes on that day." So, that night, Air Commodore Vishal was not really able to sleep well. He was overwhelmed with gratitude. He had seen this safety worker many times during his work days at the regiment and had failed to recognize the contribution. But then he came to peace and then asked, what if these safety workers weren't there to do the job? So now, keeping Air Commodore Vishal aside, who is packing your parachute, my parachute in life? I asked this question to myself, Palani, who's packing your parachute? And then I realized nobody packs our parachute. It is our own good karma that's helping us pack our parachutes in life. And I hope and wish same is the case with all of y'all. So I want to thank Rotary Bangalore Midtown, the thought leaders at Midtown who asked me to take on this role, because I surely believe this is the best year of my life in terms of me packing my parachutes. So thanks again for that opportunity. And I'm leaving y'all with the thought that y'all are doing your best on packing your parachutes as well. So we move on to the presentation that entails all our projects of the year. Thank you so much.
We know we have done little. We are humble enough to say that what we have done is just a drop in the ocean. We are proud enough to say that the ocean would have been one drop less without our contribution. We humbly request you to not just judge us by the harvest we have reaped, but judge us by the seeds we have sown. Thank you. We would want to humbly share with you our achievements over the last 7 months. Before we get into that, I would want to say the achievements were only possible because we were together. T. We encouraged each other. E. We never failed to appreciate each other. A. And we always motivated each other. Yes, we got it right. We were TEAM. We were a team. We take this opportunity to thank the donors, the members of the board, the directors, the chairs, and every Midtowner for keeping us together for these achievements. We also realized that over the last few months, all Midtowners are becoming holier. Yes, you heard it right. You all are getting holier. Isn't it true that the hands that serve are holier than the lips that pray? So, Midtowners, give yourself a rousing round of applause for getting holier by serving more. Responsibility is a word that is usually associated with driving or being a responsible citizen. Have you heard that we need responsibility in charity? Yes, a random act of kindness could just be injurious to the society. It can create dependent societies. It may not be a long-term solution. We were keen on structuring our initiatives because we did not want a dependent community. We wanted an empowered community, long-lasting, sustainable impact, and we are humbled to say that we have made a beginning. Started the year with focus on lasting impact on scale. The program Windows of Opportunity, with an intent of empowerment and entitlement to the deserving impoverished communities, is helping over 50,000 of the underprivileged qualify for government scheme benefits, unlocking over 50 crores of social benefits, educating them and handholding them through the government machinery up to the receipt of benefits is the hallmark of the program. We are proud to share that we have already unlocked rupees 3 crores from the government treasury to the direct bank account of the beneficiaries till date. On similar lines, the Union government has launched a national means cum merit scholarship for the academically bright students of the marginalized community. We conducted an intense training program with the help of Sansera Foundation to train over 680 students. A very conservative outcome of the training could be 250 students qualifying to procure scholarships of over 1.2 crores, which could be vital in helping them continue education and becoming productive citizens of the country. Rotary's answer to the cancer enigma, a program emphasizing the importance of early detection as an important step in the successful treatment of cancer. We continue the resolve of the club to be leaders of the district in helping people overcome the dreaded disease. We have had 2 successful camps, followed by 1 more camp to be held on February 15, 2025. We are also happy to share that the AKS contribution from past President Rotarian Jai Shankar and a matching contribution from Shankara Cancer Foundation will create a 4 crore corpus for the treatment of cancer patients from the underserved and marginalized community. Nimadi, a project that is sure to make all Midtowners proud, a much needed hospice and palliative care center for the unfortunate few who are beyond cure. The project has gained significant momentum and is on the fast track of completion. A contribution commitment of rupees 2.5 crores from past President Rotarian Krishna Raja and a significant contribution commitment from other Midtowners has been a boost to the project. We urge you to visit the project site and talk to our Honorary Secretary, Rotarian B.S. Nagarajan, to know more about the project. We are confident of bringing dignity in death to those in the last few days of their lives. Scoliosis, a congenital spine deformity that poses growing and debilitating challenges to the affected children, can be corrected at a young age, allowing the children to grow up into normal adulthood and have productive lives. A program that creates productive citizens out of potentially dependent citizens in collaboration with Bhagwan Mahavir Jain Hospital under the leadership of Rotarian Dr. Mahesh. Thanks to Rotarian Bimal Desai and Midtowners for contributing close to 1 crore in helping the lives of 72 children and their families forever. The importance of human milk bank in preventing neonatal deaths is paramount. Increasing preterm births and the resultant neonatal deaths have underlined the need for human milk banks as a life-saving factor. Rotary Bangalore Midtown joins hands with MCKS and St. John's Hospital to start the human milk bank. The fact that St. John's Hospital has close to 2,400 child births a year gives us high access to lactating mothers and the potential to collect human milk for the deprived children. The facility is very close to being launched in the month of March. St. John's, as a training center to thousands of medical professionals, will also spread the awareness of milk bank operating standards to the world. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation training is a life-saving technique that people should know. Surveys reveal that an appalling 1% of the population is CPR literate. We are happy to have trained over 2,000 trainees and also had the opportunity to be a part of the Guinness Book of World Records event. We thank the past President J.V.S. Murthy and the RV institutions in helping us on this noble initiative. Our other life and health related programs of the year were multi-health camps in many schools helping over 3,400 students. We thank Rotarian past President A.V.S. Murthy and RV Dental College for helping us on the initiative. A state-of-the-art walk-in cold room at Vani Vilas with the help of Rotarian Suresh Sood's contribution is helping store medicine in the best possible industry guidelines perspectives. Pediatric heart surgery for Ethiopian kids supported by Rotarian Bimal Desai and blanket distribution for the underserved, spreading warmth in the freezing winters spearheaded by past President Nadeem Ahmed have been some of our life-touching initiatives. Education is a prime focus area of Midtown. Our continuing IIT support scholarships have been very successful in promoting the best talent get into the prestigious IIT institutions. We have given a world-class lab in a classroom kit to government school students, helping students learn science experientially. We are also helping government school students prepare for 10th standard exams with an exam preparatory training program conducted by a seasoned educationist and trainer. The program is called Exam Warrior. We hope to increase the percentage pass results of 10th standard students with this initiative. Rotary Midtown Reading app supported by Rotarian Vivalcadia has been helping students from 6 needy schools to overcome the inhibition of English and learn spoken English. Environment is one of our key focus areas as well. We initiated a waste management and organic manure generating shredder and composting machine based program at a 4-temple complex of Malleshwaram visited by thousands of devotees every day. This is a path-breaking initiative in waste management for a cleaner and greener Bengaluru. A high-density vegetation project that we initiated at Adugudi Police Quarters is sure to generate lung space in urban Koramangala in the years to come. A cleaner, greener Bengaluru initiative with high radio-backed awareness called Bengaluru Brigade Program is aimed to create awareness and invite the Youth Brigade of Bengaluru to take ownership of a clean green Bengaluru. Aptly named Bengaluru Brigade, the program has been supported by past President Rotarian Jayashankar. A plastic-free Bengaluru is Rotary Bangalore Midtown's dream. It is spearheading a transformative project aimed at reducing plastic waste in Bengaluru through the Plastic-Free Bengaluru initiative. The innovative campaign focuses on providing stainless steel bottles to auto rickshaw drivers, encouraging them to replace their single-use plastic bottles and contribute to a cleaner and more sustainable environment. They also can take care of their health by drinking water from the stainless steel bottles rather than the overused plastic bottles. Rotary Bangalore Midtown distributed stainless steel bottles to over 600 auto rickshaw drivers in the 2 petrol bunks that are well visited by motorists. We also had a 20 feet by 10 feet hoarding for more than a month in these petrol stations, giving sufficient public image build-up to Rotary Bangalore Midtown. Skilling and vocational opportunities for growing local economies is close to our hearts. A job fair supported by Rotary Bangalore Midtown, which helped over 600 technical professionals get placement with 60 reputed companies deploying their HR team to scout for talent, has been a highlight of the Rotary year. We sponsored a national art camp to help 250 aspiring artists to learn close to extinction arts and also help revive the art form. we distributed mosquito nets to the underprivileged. At the same time, help them learn stitching mosquito nets, creating a earning potential for the needy women. Our apiculture beehive farming project were a win-win both for women empowerment and improving horticulture and agriculture produce in the vicinity. Records state that the horticulture and agriculture produce of the neighborhood areas could go up by around 30% because of a teeming beehive population. Water and sanitation are vital to the life of all sections of the society, and the alarming water scarcity problem faced by Bengaluru last year helped Rotary Bangalore Midtown to think out of the box for an impactful environment and water saving project. We were encouraged by Midtowners to become the knowledge sponsor to a water saving project in the 138 acres sprawling campus of St. John's Hospital. We sponsored a subject matter domain expert to provide a comprehensive plan to save over 51 million liters of water per year, which was otherwise runoff water, flooding the low-lying areas of the neighborhood. We plan to partner St. John's management in seeking CSR partnership for this long-term impact and sustainable cause. We aim to be thought leaders and inspire similar projects in Bengaluru. The project named as Billion Drops is very likely to change the depleting groundwater levels of Bengaluru. Rotary Bangalore Midtown is known for its compassion to help deprived communities. While we continue to have flagship healthcare projects at dispensaries HSIS, Gotigere and Manjushri, touching many thousand lives every week, Manasi, our mental health program for the patients who need support, has been scaling new heights and has been a successful pilot model for the rest of the world to emulate under the leadership of our past president, Rotarian Ramesh Bulchandani. We have continued spreading warmth and love through Project Mamata by distributing summer and winter wear to the mother and the child. We have added new projects like distributing groceries and ghee to pregnant and lactating women. We also have helped them group together and demand the best prices in the market, showing the scale of their group orders and help them rediscover resilience. While we continue our life-saving 2 dialysis a day and 2 cataract per week, we are proud to have touched the lives of abandoned angels. Children with mental limitations are being abandoned by their own parents, and the cost of taking care of them is pretty high compared to normal children. The Child Welfare Wing of Midtown, led by past President Rotarian Nishu, and donors are taking care of these lovely children by supplying medicine to the tune of rupees 6 lakhs a year. It is a well-known fact that many two-wheeler accidents result in fatal casualties owing to head injuries, which can be prevented by wearing good quality helmets with ISI mark. While the traffic police is trying to spread awareness, many two-wheeler riders wear substandard and unsafe helmets that fail to offer adequate protection in the event of an accident. Rotary Bangalore Midtown initiated an awareness program about the importance of using certified ISI quality helmets. The Bangalore Traffic Police stopped people wearing flimsy helmets, reprimanded them, took the helmets away and incentivized them by giving them brand new ISI marked high quality helmets. We distributed 250 helmets and spread the awareness in most busy junctions of Bengaluru. The project was well appreciated by the police department and the public at large. The public image for this particular event spanned across many media channels and newspapers, giving Rotary Midtown a good public image edge. Rotary Bangalore Midtown supported a diversity, equity, inclusivity project, adding smiles and laughter to the lives of children from the underprivileged section of the society studying in 5 different government schools. The event was a fun-filled event aptly named Mast Maja at a well-known resort. The new Rotarians Rupa, Nandini, Dr. Sheetal and Ann Deepa mesmerized the children, transporting them to a different world under the leadership of past President Rotarian Nishu Ravikira. In another women empowerment initiative, we continue Project Suraksha launched in the last Rotary year. Project Suraksha by Rotary Bangalore Midtown is for the young women from 8th standard onwards, supported by our Rotarian immediate past President Aryan Seth. It teaches not only about safeguarding themselves in untoward situations, but also to build fearless personalities and confidence in their daily lives. In another thought leadership project, we realized that Masters of Social Work students are leaders of non-profit organizations, and they are the flag bearers of hope, leading philanthropy and life-changing programs for the downtrodden in the times to come. Rotary Bangalore Midtown sponsored a 2-day symposium helping 250 Masters of Social Work students understand the challenges that they may face in transforming lives and lead initiatives of change with an orientation program. The Skin Bank is a life-saving initiative patronized by Rotarians Deepak and Pawan Poddar. We are happy to share that we have renewed the Memorandum of Understanding with BMCRI to touch the lives of burn and acid attack victims. We thank Rotarian Dr. Gunashekar for his stupendous efforts in the renewal of the MOU. We started the year wanting the year to be blissful memories rather than boring statistics. Fellowships are the essence of building bonds amongst Rotarians. We have had 3 fellowships till date, including the well-attended, first of its kind, 3-day wildlife visit fellowship. We are committed to do more and build lasting bonds. We have had 3 speaker meetings revolving around health. We plan 3 more meetings around diverse topics of interest. New members are the lifeline of the club. We have inducted 4 very active, young, compassionate members to the club. 3 of the 4 are women, empowering the women force in the club. We are sure that they will embrace leadership roles in the years to come. We are committed to do more and build lasting bonds. Friends, we lost and found ourselves many times during this year. Haven't we heard that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others? Yes, we did lose ourselves in the service of others, and thanks for helping us find ourselves.
Whole lot of work done, tireless, relentless. President has been fantastic, rocking this year and encouraging all of us to participate and do our best. May I now request our Honorary Secretary, Nagarajan, to address the Assembly about the future plans.
Thank you, Nishu. Good evening, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. How did we forget this, President and Nishu? We should have started the evening with that, right? Despite being the Valentine's Day, we have such a good attendance in this event today. Okay. Before I proceed to talk about our future plans for this year, a quick look at the birthdays and anniversary of our fellow Rotarians. We have Dayanandini Akarsh and Sunil Mysore celebrating their birthday today. Rightfully so, they are not here, I'm sure. Rotarian Ali Mohammed on 16th of February, Rotarian Ramesh Sadhwani on 18th of February, Rotarian Gunashekar Uppalapati on 20th of February. In advance, Dr. Guna. Past President Rotarian Kshama Bhatia on 27th of February and Rotarian Rohitesh Hamir Wasia on 28th of February. Wish all these ladies and gentlemen many, many happy returns of those respective days. Anniversaries. We have Rotarian Aditya Shroff and Ananta celebrating their anniversary on 16th of February. Rotarian Adil Fazal and Shabana on 17th of February. Rotarian Ajit Kandachar and Deepashri on 17th of February. Oh, we have quite a few on 17th of February. Rotarian Kamal Kedia and Kavita on 17th of February. Past President Rotarian Rajiv Sikka and Anuradha on 17th of February. Immediate past President Atul Kaushal and Amita on 18th of February. Past President Rotarian Satish Manandi and Sudha on 19th of February. Rotarian Gagan Bihari and Rita Shri on 21st of February, and past President Rotarian Nadeem Ahmad and Asma on 26th of February. Wish all these Rotarians and their respective aunts many, many more years of togetherness. Okay, now Palni spoke about the parachute. I'm sure all of us have heard this saying, which is the true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit, right? That is what Midtown has been doing for all these years. And one of those projects, friends, we all know, he did speak about in the video, is the Skin Bank initiative. Although it started several years ago under the leadership of past President Satish Manandi, and of course a lot of efforts from Rotarian Gunashekar, Dr. Gunashekar and fellow Rotarians, we have today a very unique opportunity to do a lot more. Right, we have done quite a few on the Skin Bank initiative, but we have a lot of opportunity for us to do better in the coming years. We just renewed our MOU with the BMCRI recently. On this occasion, what I want to ask all of you is, we have a lot of plans. In fact, past President MG Pramod has agreed to be the chair for this particular project, to take us forward on this particular project. We have a lot of grand plans on what we should do to get more people to come forward to donate skin. And we have realized that one of the biggest challenges is the awareness. More than the willingness, I think people are not even aware that skin can be donated, right? So the first step we thought is we should start with all of us, right? While we don't have a way to take all our pledges today, I just want to ask all of you to please raise your hands and tell all of us that all of us will pledge. Very soon we will come back to all of you with a formal way to pledge our skin. But I request all of you to please raise your hands and say, we pledge to donate our skin at the appropriate time. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay. So that's one project that we have a lot of plans to work on. I will not talk about a lot of projects because in the interest of time, but there are two projects that I just wanted to talk about that we will do in the next few months. One is we are sponsoring a 2-day Eco Summit in Bangalore, which is being organized at the Indian Institute of Science by the Yuvaka Sangha. The main objective of the summit is to not only ponder over the problems of the Bangalore city, but also to showcase support and in turn
instigate new solutions to overcome these problems in the most sustainable way possible. And this is a great opportunity for better
public image for Rotary Bangalore Midtown. We are also partnering with Yuvaka Sangha for one more event where they are bringing together the Masters of Psychology students, and they are being coached and oriented towards mental health. Right? We are happy to share that Dr. Rajini, who is helping us, who's playing a very pivotal role in our Manasi project, will be the speaker at the summit, where she'll be speaking about mental health in general, as well as the Manasi project. We are hoping that some of those students will find internship opportunities and help the Manasi project and the St. John's team going forward, right? In addition to these projects, I know we can go on and on with the projects, but I think one of the feedback that we got from some of our senior Rotarians is if we can increase the fellowships, and that was always in the plan, but it's just that we probably showcase more projects. But I'm very happy to share with all of you that in the coming few months, we will be having at least a couple or more fellowships, out of which one of them is going to be a very, very interesting fellowship. Stay tuned. I'm not going to divulge a lot about this. This is a fellowship, one of its kind, which is being led by Rotarian Ramesh Sadhwani. Very soon you will hear more details about this particular fellowship, and I would urge all of you to make sure that we don't miss this particular fellowship. In addition to that, we will also have the Charter Night coming up later this year. So a bunch of activities that will take place in the next few months. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Would you like to present this certificates to the new members?
Oh, yeah. Certificates to be given to new members.
This is Ajit.
Ajit, can I please request you to come on stage? The other two?
Yeah. Then Dr. Sheetal.
Okay. These are the certificates for the Paul Harris Club. Paul Harris certificates and the pins.
Yeah. Dr. Sheetal
Sheetal Saklecha
and Rotarian
Rupa Mauli. Yeah, on the other one.
Yeah, I'll open the others. Huh?
You can see the certificates.
May I request DG to please come on the stage?
It'll open like this, ma'am. It'll open like this.
Dr. Sheetal.
One pin is enough.
May I request the Gennext chair, Rotarian Salil Agarwal, to address the Assembly on the achievements in the last 7 months and the future plans.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving us the time to present our activities that we did for over the last couple of months. I know we are not as elaborate and interesting as the Midtown team have presented themselves, but we are definitely working towards getting there. We have been, in the last 7 months, concentrating more on the healthcare and the education space of it. What we're giving you is a gist of what we've done till now. There are a couple of projects that we are working on or have in mind to further continue our efforts. It's a small presentation. I hope you enjoy it, and it'll give you sufficient info into what we've been doing. Thank you.
That was wonderful to see the work being done by our Gennext. More months and more excitement to happen from them. May I request our President-elect Rotarian Rajesh Shah to please come on stage and introduce our GG, please. May I request our, you want to do that? May I request our President, Palni Loknathan, to offer the logo pin to our DG, the race logo pin.
Bangalore Midtown is committed to be leaders of the resolve that we have in terms of cancer screening, and DG Madhavan has been of so much of help. As a tribute to his support, we just want to pin him with the race logo.
Good evening. Our DG, Rotarian Satish Madhavan, is a charter member of Rotary Bangalore Raja Rajeshwari Nagar Centennial. His journey began in 2004-2005, and he has since held various significant roles, including club president, assistant governor, zone governor, district secretary, district conference chairman, director for publications, club service, awards and recognitions, and secretary of the bifurcation committee, among others. As club president, he successfully led his club to win the Best Club Award and the Rotary International Presidential Citation under President Ray Klingen Smith. His efforts earned him the Star President Award and the Excellence Award in 2010-2011. As district secretary, he received the Outstanding Service Award and the Go-Getter of the Year Award in 2015-16. Additionally, he was honored with the Champion of Champions Award by Rotary International President Ravindran and the Rotary Avenues of Service Award from Rotary International. Professionally, he began his career with Black & Decker as a marketing officer and later transitioned to a ready-to-wear apparel industry in the 90s. He has worked with leading apparel retailers in Europe and the US, holding positions at Peak and Kloppenburg, Netherlands, and Associated India Exports. He now runs his own firm which specializes in sourcing apparel and home textiles for overseas clients. He has worked with clients such as Adams Childrenwear Limited, Wallis Fashion, Kmart Corporation, Sears Roebuck and Company, and Dollar General Corporation USA. He is widely traveled, bringing a global perspective to all his endeavors. With a keen eye for design and passion for reading, he continuously seeks to expand his knowledge. In his leisure time, he enjoys the competitive spirit of badminton and the strategic finesse of snooker. Born to the late Srimati Sarojini and Madhav Nair, Satish's early education took place in Kolar Goldfield and College in Bangalore, where he completed his bachelor's in commerce from Bangalore University. He is married to Sushita, a dedicated and accomplished individual with a bachelor in education and a master's in entomology from Calicut University. Together they have raised two sons, Aditya and Aryan, both business management graduates. Aditya is now making his mark in strategic consulting in Wipro, while Aryan as a brand consultant is thriving at Whitespace. He firmly believes in the quote by Simon Sinek, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge." Thank you.
Thank you, President-elect Rajesh Shah, for that insight into our DG's life. May I please request our DG to address the Assembly.
Good evening, everyone. Friends, it's a pleasure being here at Rotary Bangalore Midtown. And my pranams to past District Governor Vishu and to all the past presidents of this illustrious club and to all the members and their families of Rotary Bangalore Midtown. I bring greetings from our Rotary International President, Stephanie Urchik. She gave us this wonderful theme which says the magic of Rotary. For me, Rotary Bangalore Midtown is a true magic that has unfolded before our eyes. My maverick president, Palni Loganathan, Secretary Nagarajan, Maverick President, Secretary Nagarajan, Assistant Governor Kavita, Chairman for Gennext Salil, and where's the Secretary? Yeah, he's missing. Oh, he's traveling. Okay. This leadership team, we all saw about 20 minutes of what they've done in the last 7 months. Some amazing work, my friends. So in the closed door meeting and subsequently in the club assembly, one of the things that I said is that we don't expect anything less from Midtown. Now, this is an expectation that has been set by the past presidents of this club. 48 or 49 years, I don't know what the count is. I think it's 77. The charter is 77. Yeah, so 48 or 49, whatever. So 48 years of service and the coming together of Rotarians or members of a society, a city like Bangalore. I think Midtown actually has the most diverse, the most, I would say, successful and dedicated citizens of this city coming together under one banner, which is Rotary Bangalore Midtown. Now, this is very unique. Now, every city, if you go anywhere in the world, I'm sure there are a couple of clubs who can be maybe considered on par with Midtown, in the sense in that city, a club which has got a large number of members who really care for the community and who are large-hearted enough to come forward to take care of the community. So every major city, I'm sure, will have maybe 1 or 2 clubs. But what sets Midtown apart from a perspective that I hold dear is the consistent way in which Midtown has performed for the last 48 or 49 years, and you guys deserve a big round of applause for that. So this year when I started, I think Palni took the training very seriously when I said that you plan for 365 days, but make sure that you implement it in 180 days. I think he was a man in a hurry. Give him a round of applause. Friends, it was a very simple ask, because I think one thing that we don't do in our Rotary lives is we don't attach a sense of urgency to things that we do. So normally what happens is that, aaj kal karenge, we keep on putting things off. And then, you reach a point where you say that, okay, now 6 months gone, maybe let's see next year karenge, right? So I wanted the sense of urgency to come in because, I needed all my clubs, my presidents and the members to push and go beyond the boundaries or the limitations that they've set for themselves. Palani started with a very beautiful story. And, I'm tempted to actually tell another story about the theme of Rotary. I don't know if any of you all had the opportunity to visit New Mexico. There is this very famous chapel which is called as the Loreto Chapel. Now this, when it was under construction, the carpenter, everything was finished. The chapel was ready to start services. But the only thing that remained to be built was the spiral staircase. And it was a wooden spiral staircase, and I'm talking about 100 years plus ago. And not many people could actually make the wooden staircase. It was a spiral one. So unfortunately, the carpenter who was supposed to do the job died. And the sisters didn't know whom to turn to. Those days, tradesmen were very difficult to come by, people who were skilled at doing certain things. So they did the next best thing that they could do. All the sisters got together and they prayed for 9 days in a row, saying that, oh God, deliver us from this challenge that we have said. We can't open the chapel otherwise. So after the 9th day, a man walks in and he says that I've been sent to build the spiral staircase. So they say, great, we were also looking for somebody. Can you start work? He says, I will start work immediately. And then the sisters are just watching and he starts constructing the staircase. After some time, the staircase is done. And they ask him, he says, what do we pay you for? He says, you don't have to pay me anything. The person who sent me here will pay for it. And then he went on his way. So they said, this guy must have bought wood from somewhere, right? So they just checked with the lumberjack in the city, in the town. And the lumberjack said that nobody came here and bought wood from us. And then they got an expert to come in and say that, who do you think must have built it? And everyone looked at the staircase and they realized that not a single nail was used to build that staircase. It exists even today. If somebody goes out to New Mexico, please visit Loreto Chapel. And those days, without a single nail, that entire staircase was built. So they brought in about 120 different carpenters from different parts of the world. And they still couldn't figure out how this was done. And then the sisters believed, because they prayed to Joseph, they believed that Joseph himself came and did this. Friends, I'm saying this because miracles do happen. The magic actually happens. Now, why did I tell you this story? A lot of people in the society, a lot of people in and around you are on their knees, going to temples, going to mosques, going to churches, and they're praying. They're praying so that somebody can come and help them. And I want to tell you all today that people here, whatever you do, you are answering those prayers, my friends. You are making that difference. And that's the magic that we're talking about in Rotary. The number of projects that we saw today, the number of lives touched, it's a statistic. When Palani steps down and when Rajesh steps in, he will come in with his set of projects that he wants to do. And all of you are going to support them, like you supported Palani. You're not considering what you do as something impactful. You think it's a duty to give back to society. And you're doing that with no expectations. I don't think any Rotarian expects something in return for what he does. Definitely, he might expect a small recognition from his fellow Rotarians, but definitely never something from outside of the room, which means outside of Rotary. And that small appreciation is just probably a simple word which says that, thank you so much for this contribution. Friends, Rotary is an organization, if you have realized, it exists in 190 countries at 36,000 clubs. We have no buildings. We have no immovable structures that actually tell you that Rotary exists. We literally are magic in this world. We exist in thin air. What is a Rotary Club? What is Rotary Midtown? What's the core of this existence? Do you have a building? Or do you have some place where you say that this is mine or this is Midtown? It's the members, right? It's the members who actually make it Midtown. The biggest resource that Rotary has are its members. And that is exactly where Rotary is facing a challenge today, my friends. If you look at the worldwide averages that we have today, we are in a serious situation and we need to come forward and rectify this situation. Just 1.2 million Rotarians for the last 20 years, we've been talking about it for a long time. Our foundation is strengthened by the contributions that Rotarians give. Now, somebody might ask me that, what is the foundation doing? And in what way is the foundation helping us? Friends, foundation is your family. It's the tree. It's a tree which is holding us together. That's the only asset that Rotary has other than its members. If you look for a record somewhere and say that, what does Rotary have? Rotary has about $2 billion in the contributions made by Rotarians for the last 100 years. That's what Rotary is. And that's the foundation which is actually holding Rotary together across 180 or 190 countries today. So when we talk about magic, and when Stephanie spoke about magic, we definitely speak about the magic that we are able to create out there in the communities. But friends, today as a governor, I'll tell you, Rotary itself needs some magic to happen within us. And Rotary needs that magic to happen from Rotarians, because nobody else outside is going to come and help our organization. Nobody is going to come and give us money. Nobody is going to come and increase our membership. It is our responsibility to start thinking about creating magic for ourselves. Because Rotary should survive. It survived for 120 years. It should survive into the next century, my friends. And for that, we need to start creating the magic now. So as I look at the selflessness of a service, of the service that we do, another nice incident that happened quite some time back comes to my mind. I don't know if any of you all have heard of the ultra marathon that happens in Australia. Has anyone heard here? Tahir, you're here? You must have heard of it. Okay. So this is a 540 kilometer marathon that happens over 5 days. And you have to run, I think it's between Sydney and Melbourne, something like that. 540 kilometers is the course. And the runners run for 18 hours a day, continuously. And they sleep for 6 hours. And in between, they have to eat, do whatever human beings need to do. And so in one of the marathons, they found a person who comes very casually dressed. He's a farmer. So he comes and he says, I also want to participate. So they said, yeah, good. But can you do it? They look at his application. It says he's 61 years old. When the oldest in that group was about 30 years old, and they were all running for a very long time. So they said, are you qualified to run? We don't think because you're not even wearing proper shoes. He says, every day I run behind the sheep in my farm. So I can run, don't worry about it. He says, are you really sure? Because it's 5 days. Even the best of the runners will not do it. He says, don't worry, I will manage. And this guy runs and they're shocked because he's running through the night. He's resting, of course, but he's not doing what other runners are doing. He's just running. When he wants to rest, he rests, he keeps running. So somebody asked him after 3 days, he says, boss, you're not having rest. He says, nobody told me that I could take rest. Right? So he keeps running. And friends, he comes first in the race. And this guy is Clive Young, an Australian. You can go Google him out. And he wins $10,000 prize money. He refuses to take the $10,000. And he says, can you share the $10,000 with the next 5 winners? Because I didn't come here to win, or I didn't come here to this one. I came here to participate. I came here to inspire. I came here to motivate myself. And through this one, if I could motivate somebody else to run, that would be the greatest gift for me, is what he said. Friends, this is what all of you all do every day, day in, day out. All of you all do this. Believe me when I say this. Because you guys come through to Rotary, help people, don't look back. Anything that you get which is not yours, you always pass it on to somebody else, saying that let it benefit somebody else. Now that, my friends, in fact, became a national hero in Australia. He was so well respected that, he says this one is not about just winning. It's about the thought behind his win. Friends, we at the district, and I would say even at the national level, we're very, very proud of Rotary Bangalore Midtown. We're just not proud, we are also really appreciative of everything that you guys do. Let that not be any doubt in anybody's mind here that Rotary does not appreciate what you do. I think you are an inspiration, you are a motivation for a lot many clubs. In fact, when I go to other clubs, I talk to them about Midtown, and I said that, why can't you guys aspire to be the next Midtown of our district? I've gone outside of the district and I've told them about this club. When I was in Cochin in December, I was called to a club to speak. And I think I spoke about Midtown for almost about 5 to 6 minutes. They said that we can't believe a club like this exists. I told them about your projects, how large-hearted you are. I told them the profile of the members in the club. So they were shocked that how can all these things come together? So, believe me, you are all blessed. All of you all are really blessed to not only be successful in life, because there are many people who are successful in life, but all these successful people having a sense of giving back to society is being brought together under one umbrella, and you have this wonderful platform or this opportunity to create magic in somebody else's life. And that, my friends, is something that we are very proud of, and I think you should consider yourself blessed. Friends, I just have 34 seconds, but before I go, I once again want to thank Midtown for all the help. I want to thank my mentor, Vishu, for being a great source of strength and support. I want to thank friends like Satish Manandi, my friend Ravi Shankar. So happy that you came. I was actually looking forward to meeting you, and when you walked in, I said, good. And of course, Nadeem Bhai was also here, Bhaskar, so many of you all, who came here, to listen to me speak and also to participate in this governor's official visit, because this is one of the most important visits a governor looks forward to when he visits the club. President, we've been having a great year, and Nagarajan, great support from both of you all. Next 5 months, we'll continue to rock. Salil and team, I think great going, guys. I think you guys made the gift of life happen. And what started with Gennext as 100 heart surgeries, pediatric heart surgeries, was scaled to 251 when we did the fundraising. And today I'm so happy that we will be supporting 400 pediatric heart surgeries. That's magic for you. We didn't know if we could do 100. We stretched ourselves. We said 251. God ensured that we are going to be doing 400 this year. Amazing job, guys, and continue to do it. And friends, thank you once again. Great being here. Continue to rock. We will find opportunities to again meet, maybe in the next course of the next 4 or 5 months that I have this opportunity at leadership in the district. But beyond that, thank you for that wonderful friendship that all of you all extend to me and to Susita whenever we visit you or whenever we meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DG, for the very interesting, encouraging, and motivational talk. Thanks a lot. May I request our Rotarian Dr. Sheetal Sakleja to offer our DG a memento of thanks. May I ask our Honorary Secretary, B.S. Nagarajan, to offer a vote of thanks to the Assembly. May I request the First Lady to come on dais for a little memento from us.
DG Satish Madhavan and the First Lady Sushita, District Secretary Ashwini Masti, Assistant Governor Kavita, Zonal Governor Balaji, DGN Anil Gupta, past District Governor Vishwanath Shetty, past District Governor Uday Bhaskara, and all the district officials here, on behalf of entire Rotary Bangalore Midtown and Gennext, I want to thank all of you for this official governor's visit. Yeah. That's Palani for you. He's reminded me 3 times. Anyway, yes, on behalf of Midtown and Gennext, I want to thank all the district officials for being here today and hearing us about our projects and giving us the feedback. Before this, we had a couple of closed-door meetings where we discussed the projects at length. We got some excellent feedback. We also shared some feedback with the district on what we could improve going forward. I think it was a very good discussion. Thank you for all these gentlemen. I want to thank Abhilasha Pandit, President of Rotary Lakeside. Thank you, ma'am, for being here with us today. And of course, I want to thank all the Midtowners here, the Gennext colleagues, and the road tractors for being a part of this visit. And I would not be doing justice if I finish this vote of thanks without thanking our own back-end team. The three gentlemen that you see here, yeah, one is there and the other is two. Tejaskar, Ravi, and Rajan. I think they have played a huge role, not just in our projects, but I think in every single event, including ours. They are our true backbone. Thank you all once again. Thank you for everything. Right? And please join us for dinner after this. Of course, we have one more thing to go, but after that, thank you.
May I ask the President to adjourn the meeting, please? Please join us in the cafeteria for dinner.